Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you tonight the the unofficial finals of the Palace of Darkness group for the All Dungeons RMG League this season. Chexhuman versus Doomtap, both having gone 2-0 through the group so far. Joined on comms tonight by Relkin and Requiem of Spirit. How are you two doing?
Doing all right. Thanks for asking.
Doing well. Thanks for asking.
All right, I will hand it over to you two, and we will get this started.
Sounds good. So, big thing to note for this race is that both runners will be doing it's basement clip, although Doom will be going for the much riskier version of it. You want to talk about that, Rec?
Yeah, so Doomtap's going to be going through the world record route, which I've always found pretty impressive. Which the difference is Doomtap will get a bottle and a potion and use that to do basement clip pretty early. The consequence being if you miss some tricks there or accidentally fail at something you're not supposed to, you could end up losing around 3 minutes. Yeah, so usually that would be a reset in normal runs, but in a race that's a huge time loss.
Yeah, and Chex will be doing a safer variant of it that overall, if you're not good at hovering, it loses 30 seconds. If you're not good at hovering and you do a different variant of the world record basement clip, it loses not so much time, but it loses 30 seconds if you are good at hovering.
Yeah, I think Chex is the one who did some pretty accurate timings on this, and he got it to lose 23 seconds if you're really good at hovering and you go really fast. But if you don't hover at all, then Chex timed it to only lose 7 seconds, which is pretty close.
That's really good, honestly, if you're not confident in hovering.
Yeah. What is RMG? RMG stands for Restricted Major Glitches. I wish Chex was in chat, because Chex had a command that he had copied. Maybe I can go to a channel and find it instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually in... Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yep.
Yeah. Chex is smiling because I was using his channel to copy the command.
We'll see if Doom goes for Uncle Jump here.
Both of our runners do Uncle Jump for their PBs, but I'm not sure what they'll do in actual races. It is a fairly difficult trick. Alright, looks like we have Doomtap going for it. So this trick involves, I think, 7 frame perfect inputs in a row, pretty much, where you force yourself through this rail to jump off. Both of our runners need to jump off and save and quit midair, and doing that RMG, which is what we're going to use to escape the castle early. Doing so saves a bit of time, although I'm not sure if anyone's really timed how much time it saves. Here we go. It looks like they're tied.
That was crazy. Just took long enough for Doom to do it that it was just completely synced with Chex after it was all said and done.
Yeah. If you do it really well, you could save up to 12 seconds, but if you can very easily get popped out of the rail, which means you could lose a lot of time.
Oh, Chex is having some rough RNG here. He needs one more pixel.
Don't save me quick.
Oh, that's too far. There we go. That should be good.
Is that good?
Oh no, it's not. Oh.
It's 1 pixel too high. We need one more frame. One more frame. Maybe couple more frames. There we go.
Good night.
Okay. So for that particular trick, we want to line link up along with the door, and then on the stairs you want to walk down until you see a specific visual cue. There's 1 pixel that guaranteed works and some pixels that don't, and so Chex just wanted to make sure that he got that trick. The reason is you want the guard to knock you into the door so that when you touch this barrier, it actually pushes you under the floor. If the reason that happens is when we do that trick called Lonk, the game assumes Link's a bunny, and bunny doesn't have the shock animation you usually see. And so without that, we can get pushed under the floor, walk under the guard, and escape easy.
We can escape. Chex with a very nice spot. That was really fast.
Yeah, really good one. We're already seeing the route difference here. Doomtap went left after bypassing the guard, He's going to collect a bottle on his way to Eastern. Chex is going to ignore that and go straight to Eastern. You're going to see both of them doing citrus clips at the same time, actually, which is pretty funny.
There you go. Now, Dooms is a bit scarier because he wraps the map and he needs to not go to the right at all on this screen, or else his game will hard lock, but he did not, so he is good. So you might think that Chex is slightly ahead of Doom, but assuming all goes according to plan, Doom will be quite a bit ahead of Chex in like about 5 minutes.
Yeah, and even then, it might not be clearly, like, you can't clearly tell that Doomtap will be ahead, because Chex is just going to get Hammer in Palace of Darkness and just leave early, while Doomtap's going to open the big key door before doing that. So Chex will still appear ahead of Doom, even though he's actually not. He has some debts to pay.
Hmm. Eastern's a pretty straightforward dungeon. We don't do anything different from an RMG run, per se. Except we do kind of want to get more arrows if we don't get some arrow drops. Doom especially will want that.
Yeah, depending on your arrow routing, you could choose to just play this just like NMG and not care about arrows. You want at least like one arrow exiting this dungeon to make things easy for you for an upcoming trick. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same as Eastern. Just, yeah. In Doom's case, he doesn't care about money. In Chex's case, we do need 10 rupees exiting Eastern so that we can get Tempered Sword later. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Spoilers? Forget EP rupees. What is Fox going on about?
I'm not sure if I've seen anything yet on Chex's stream that makes it that justifies the comment we just saw. Unless we're just talking about Lonk, in which case I agree with Chex.
Yeah, I also, yeah. That is totally understandable.
Hey, it's fine. Chex almost saved and quit on Lonk, which would have been an absolute disaster, but we didn't do that, so we're fine.
Yeah.
No one's ever done that before.
Oh, Doom pretending like he's not gonna get a drop there, but got a drop anyway, and so it looks silly going to the right.
Alright, Chex using the free menu there to menu to lamp. If you menu during these boss animations, the pendant is still falling while you menu, and so you can use that to just menu to any item you want. The reason we need the lamp, as Chex is going to demonstrate here, is we lamp thrice to set search index, and that's going to come in useful when we do fake flippers, I think like 3 splits from now. Doomtap's not going to do that because he still wants to be on bow for an upcoming trick. Doomtap has got the bottle, if you were paying attention, and he's going to try to teleport up to the witch's hut to get a potion. Chex doesn't have a bottle, so we're just going to head straight to the mountain as usual.
We do want to go ahead and grab some bombs here out of the back of this closet because it is very useful for clipping later. In fact, I would argue it is completely awful to try and clip without bombs for certain tricks. Some people are just gamers, and I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, Doomtap especially needs to go to the back because he needs money to pay for a potion. Chex could optionally skip those bombs, and if he was an absolute gamer... speaking of being an absolute gamer, that clip on Chex's side only saves 1 second, and it's pretty terrible to do. But yeah, if Chex had skip bombs, you could do an optional variant in an upcoming clip where you use only sword buffers to clip through and could save up to 8 seconds, which is pretty much the time difference between the route Chex is doing and the route Doom's doing if Doom didn't hover. But it's so awful that I wouldn't recommend anyone do that.
Hey, we got a command now. Let's go. Thanks, Cubs.
If you do the clip well, it does save 1 second, but not everyone can do the clip well, and not all of the time.
I think people are heckling you, Rick. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but
Alright, on Chex's side and soon on Doomtap, we're coming on a series of clips here. Chex's gonna clip into this cliff and enter what we call Kiki Skip Cave, because we're basically skipping Kiki to enter Palace of Darkness early. Here's where the bombs come in handy.
nice.
I wonder if Chex read something about his position there, because he buffered up. I know Chex maintains like a spreadsheet of all the pixels that work for bomb placements and what to do for each pixel.
Oh, he should share that.
Doomtap doing a slightly different variation of the clip where you bonk into the wall, and this sets up for a teleport instead of an instant clip. They're fairly comparable if you're fast enough.
No, Chex took a hit there. It doesn't really matter, but it just means you did it. You did that bomb throw wrong.
Also interesting that Chex is grabbing the bottom arrows there. We are very rich on arrows now. Might also be just for the bomb, because the bomb route is pretty tight. But we should still be fine.
So we're in what's called cave state, where we actually have a very large key count that's not visible whenever you first enter cave state. And once you open a key door, your key count goes to 255, I want to say. And then once we pick up a big key in cave state, we have a big key to caves, and then we also get a big key to 3 dungeons in the game. And that is where doing cave state pod is huge for all dungeons RMG.
Alright, here's where you see the route difference. Chex, bomb jump to hammer, and save and quit. Oh, Doomtap, trying to hover, falling here. If you don't hover and you bomb jump instead, walking through the maze can lose 15 seconds. Oh, we're on.
He needs to not. Okay, I was gonna say he needs to not fail this hover, or he needs to give up on it, because if he falls one more time, then he cannot do basement clip.
Yeah, so it looks like we're just walking the maze. Saw Doomtap practicing this trick before, and he was pretty consistent with it. But must be race nerves.
I don't blame him. Hovering sucks.
Meanwhile, Chex with the hammer is making his way through escape. Escape is so much faster with the boots, so much faster with the hammer, and especially much faster with the mirror. I don't know if there's any timing done for how much this route saves over doing escape first, but with the mirror, you can essentially just mirror straight back to Sanctuary, which you'll see Chex do in a bit.
Yep, okay, here comes the very important thing right here on Doomtap's side. Okay, you got it.
Nice.
So you have to do what's called a potion glitch. Well, so there's something else called Stairmaster. We don't do the full Stairmaster there, but we're doing a potion glitch in a staircase, and that arms spin speed when we do that. Or super speed, I should say.
Yeah,
and then we
use the potion to interrupt the staircase transition so that we get into the stairs and arm super speed. Now you're going to see Doomtap do a pretty dance here with the hammer. This is hammer basement clip. It's quite a few frame perfect or 2-frame tricks in a row. Some things are recoverable, some things aren't. Looks like Doomtap got in position. Now we need to tap 1 frame right.
You're gonna try and select buffer it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good.
And we did it.
And that clips you through the rail. It's a pretty difficult trick, and a lot of people were scared of this. What Chex is going to be doing instead is using the Cane of Samaria to do a much easier version of the trick. And because we do this later, and we use Cane of Samaria to gain super speed, it becomes infinitely retriable versus Doomtap, who had only 1 single chance with the 1 potion he had.
Yeah, so that was very, very good that he did not fail that trick, or else the tide would have definitely turned in Chex's favor.
Alright, so for the most part, until we basically finish Desert Palace, Doom's basically looking like he's playing catch-up, but Chex needs to pay some debt. He needs to go and open the basement clip door, or the basement door in Palace of Darkness later. And that's going to cost a bit of time. But for now, while Doom does escape, Chex is going to be making his way to try to get the hook shot.
But like I said before, the big key in Cave State gives us. I missed a miss if you said this already, Rex. So please stop me if you've already said this.
I think you said it actually.
I said it, but I didn't specify. You notice that Chex didn't go get the big key to Hera. He actually technically already has it because of the K-State big key. Hera and Desert and Hyrule Castle are the 3 dungeons that Cave State big key and Pod gives you access to all big key locked things in those dungeons. And that's the true power of this route, is getting that Cave State big key to save time in other dungeons and not just Pod.
As is tradition with most things, there still isn't like an official timing for how much basement clip saves. We have a lot of numbers floating around. I've heard 1.5 minutes. I've heard 30 seconds. If anyone would time it, it would be Chex, but Chex hasn't timed it yet.
Chex was actually a little bit high there on his initial swim, and so we had to go 1 pixel down to be able to diagonal up the auto stairs. So thankfully he knew what to do there.
Oh, getting hit by the bug there, the Phelps. We did grab a heart in Petting Zoo, so we're at what we normally would be entering the Thieves' Town split. And this split is very scary. 3 hearts, Fighter Sword, not what you want to be on Thieves' Town. Chex trying to get a heart or a fairy there, but nothing pops out. Instead we get a bush skull for all of our troubles.
So bad.
I've seen a funny clip by Awase where we get the bush skull bonk and then die to the bush skull.
Okay.
Okay. We're fine.
That guy does 2 hearts. We don't want to get hit by him.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that just do a ton of damage in this dungeon for how much health we have.
Yep. Ooh, nice EBJ there from Doom at the Moon Pearl. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Didn't quite get...
Yeah. Second clip was pretty fast, though. I think for the first one, we weren't high enough before dashing left. Nice double heal from Chex's side.
Oh, heck yeah. Making up for getting hit right before getting hook shot.
And pretty good fake clippers for Doomtap 2. Chex getting some terrible patterns in... oh boy.
Fine. He was fine. I think if you just went up, he was... Okay.
We're losing basically every heart we got, including the one in Hera, but we're fine. We're fine.
I guess it's a good thing that he picked up that heart, or else he would have been dead.
Okay, these crickets are also very scary because they also do 2 hearts of damage, which doesn't make sense, but hey.
Oh.
Does that select buffer help? Was Chex trying to frame roll the cricket there?
I don't know.
Doom showing a new movement pattern. I'm guessing Doom must have gone for the fast. Yeah, we can see he's already menued to bombs. I didn't pay attention. But instead of the normal clip we do off mountain, you can do something weird where you jump off and you're actually 1 pixel higher. So instead of bonking, you can just walk up and down, and it saves like a full second. He did? Nice.
We're still not out of the woods yet, especially on Chex's side. This room is very scary. Opting to play it safe and picking up a heart. Oh, look at
that. We are going back to full health. Oh my god. That room is scary. If you're on 1-hit KO.
It's terrible.
Doomtap's also picking up the heart here. Doesn't have the hookshot to try for a double heal, since we forgo the hookshot for more time save.
Yeah, I believe Doomtap argues that he thinks the hookshot isn't worth menuing to. I like it because it's comfy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he menued to it in the beginning of the split, because he was talking earlier about how it saves a bit of time on the mountain descent. And he might have menued to bombs from hookshot.
Ooh. That cricket was in a bad spot, so he just decided to stop and slash it. Chex is saying gold in chat, so did we get ourselves a nice Thieves Town gold?
Oh, Chex also said not, so maybe not.
Why did we say gold then, Chex? How dare you? Oh, okay, that guy's...
There. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to play it safe and just dash down the left side of the bridge. Oh,
is he dead? Okay.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's all fine.
Oh my gosh. Malmo, listen. Runner says gold, I look for gold.
Okay, getting the book on Chex's side, doing a strat called Frog Door, where you mirror inside the door and just gets sucked in immediately. Which apparently optimally saves 20 frames, but if you're not careful, there's a chance to hardlock. Okay, we didn't hardlock.
Heck yeah. Nice heart drop from that skeleton for Doom. Back to 2 hearts.
Let's see if either of our runners menu to hookshot in Smiths. Some people claim it saves time. I don't believe any of them.
Yeah, I would be inclined to believe it does not save time. Right. Oh, not even doing spin speed here. Interesting.
I guess he doesn't save time with it. Maybe he's timed it and doesn't think it's useful. Nice fence dash there from Chex's side.
Yeah.
You'll notice that both runners are skipping the brewery 300 there. The brewery 300 rupees costs like 20 seconds, but because both runners go to Palace of Darkness basement, we just get our money there instead. It's much faster.
It is possible to have a happy little accident when collecting that money in the basement, though.
Yeah, the way rupee rooms work in this game is if you collect one of them, the game sets a flag, and then the next time you visit the room, all the rupees are gone, even if you've only collected one. Ooh, Mummy's giving Chex a little bit of a hard time there.
That's gonna... If he chooses to fall after getting Fire Rod, he will have 2 hearts for the back of Skullwoods.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame Chex if he decides to mirror. Menuing to mirror and mirroring out only costs like 1.5 seconds, which is perfectly fine during a race.
Okay.
Okay, we're fine.
He would have had no choice but to mirror had he gotten hit there.
Okay, well, looks like we're just going with it.
Maybe he thought he'd get lucky with a bush drop or something.
Alright, fence dash on Doomtap's side. See if he gets it.
Ooh, turning up before getting past the spike. Nice fence dash.
Nice fence dash.
I don't like Chex turning up before menuing there in that room with the pot key.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fire-owning that guy. We're getting this heart. We
Yeah, we are
heart.
doing something.
Okay, we have lots of heart.
Okay. Chex saying it was a mistake to turn up before menuing. Alright. I forgive you, Chex. I was like, please don't tell me you actually do that. Good start. Just needs one more clean hit on Moth. Alright, awesome.
There we go. Not too bad a fight. Everything was under control. Doomtap making it to the bomb jump now on the intended 6 hearts.
And no one does the hybrid bomb jump. It saves you like a second, or maybe just a little under a second, if you can do it.
I don't think people want to lose 1/3 of their health if they fail it.
Alright, so now, next on Chex's side, we're going to go back to Hera and actually finish the dungeon.
Yeah, now that we have Hookshot and Tempered Sword, Hookshot lets us get really fast to the boss, which we could have done the moment we got Hookshot, but the main thing is we have Tempered Sword, and we need to go up the mountain anyway to get Ether after getting Tempered, so that combined with the fact that we get a full heal, which we can use for Mire, makes this super convenient.
This trick is a bit annoying, though, this hair pot. It involves switching from straight right to down right at a specific frame. I think it may be 2 frames, actually. And then you have to press Y and just hope that you pressed Y at the right time as well. It's a bit of a muscle memory you have to develop. It's just finicky to try and get it first try.
Yeah, really good fight on Doomtap's side. It's really fast, not a single spike moved.
Yeah. That's pretty much an ideal fight right there.
And yeah, with Herapod, it is 2 frames. If you are really good at buffering like same frame diagonals, then you can just keep tapping and hook buffering as you move down right. But if you're not good at that, you could make it a bit easier by select buffering. It's pretty easy to see when Link is clipped in, and then you can just pause there and hook inside. Okay. Now that checks us ether, we're going to be basically going from the top of the map all the way to the bottom. Which sounds complicated and it may look complicated, but is actually fairly simple once you learn it.
Yeah, first we need to wrap ourselves from the bottom to the top. That way this works in the first place. We're doing the alternate movement here.
A new movement here that I think Tam was posting about a couple days ago.
I just dashed there. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the walking and trying to quick hop there is harder for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. On some specific positions, when you walk and try to quick hop, Link alternates between a pixel he can quick hop from and a pixel he can't. For some reason, the slope or whatever he's trying to quick hop on just keeps fighting against Link. And so, because of that, dashing is often better. We get an extremely slow scroll from Chex's side.
His face says it all.
So getting a scroll here actually does save time. It's not just to look cool, but you can get a fast scroll if you get the input right after pressing down.
Chex doesn't go for Fastmire. Wow, and he actually got decent enough RNG that it didn't matter.
Yeah. Really cool.
Sorry,
Mire too.
Fastmire 2. I just said Fastmire. I'm like, what does that entail, Fastmire? Like, do the dungeon fast? That's very open-ended. We didn't. I don't like the damage that Doom just took. I mean, obviously, he doesn't like it either. But you try to not take damage in this split, like right after beating Hera, because you need all the health you can get for Mire.
Yeah, 7 hearts is still fine. Because we will be on 5 hearts at Vidi, and there's a 4 heart fight you can do. You can also optionally try to farm a Wizrobe for health to maybe get up to 6 again. But it does mean you're limited on the number of mistakes you can make from this point. Can't take any extra 1 heart bits of damage.
Yeah, in fact, in the lobby, you might see, well, 2 things actually. There is what is known as duck backup in Mire 2, where you fire out up before dashing, and maybe you get a heart drop to recoup your lost heart. Or we could, and then maybe on the same token, we might see a different strat in the lobby where we dash to make sure we spawn the fire snake so that it doesn't get in our way.
Yeah,
We'll see what
I'm not
Doom does
sure.
here.
I don't think Doom is very fond of those Yuzu lines where you spawn the fire snake early. So he may just try to walk in and see if the fire snake's there, and if it is, he'll just walk out.
Okay, you got the heart, so he can just use that.
Is that gonna kill the Popo? It is not. The Popo is off screen, so the beam despawned. Yeah, a little bit of time lost there, but we're still fine. We're on full health.
Yeah, we're gonna keep trucking along. We got good RNG there, so that's nice to see. Now, the only real risk left in this dungeon will be in the bomb slug room. And here's the room where we take 3 hearts on Chex's side. We get this key because it's the... Oh, wow. What the heck?
We're taking 4 hearts. I guess that BMOS was on to us. Okay, we're farming this guy. Nice. Okay, we're on 5.5 hearts, which is basically 6.
Okay. Did he take damage from the BMOS and the spikes at the same time?
So he took damage from the BMOS and then accidentally walked back onto the spikes while he was moving to the door.
Oh, okay.
If he just walked up and like cardinal and just stayed off the spikes, it would have just been 3 hearts. Okay, I think Chex is doing the more traditional spooky here, where we use dash dust whenever placing some Mario blocks, and we don't go for spooky 3. And Doomtap, you might see, will try to go for spooky 3.
Nice clean dash to that spooky door. Love to see it.
Okay, Vitreous fight on Chex's side. We do have enough health. We should be fine to even take 5 hearts of damage. So, nothing to be scared about, except maybe everything.
Ooh, that was nice tight movement around that eyeball. That was definitely readily heading. Whoa! Did you see that?
did anyone else see that? that eye was freaking out.
Is that intentional, Chex? Please tell me. Only Chex would do that.
I've never seen that before. I didn't know that could happen.
Okay, bottom line. Chex clean fight. 0 cycle. Didn't quite set himself up in the right position to start killing Viddy. So that was a bit silly, but otherwise good enough.
Okay, let's see what Doom does here. Alright, we're dashing before we place the block. That means that block is not in slot 4, it's in slot 3. And this means we're going to see Doomtap go for Spooky 3. We're not going to kick up dash dust before placing this block because we don't need to. Our altitude is preserved in a different slot here. So as Chex goes through, cleans up desert really fast because we don't need the desert big key because of cave state big key. You can see Doom place a block here so that when he uses the fire rod, it's in the right slot. There we go, nice. We got that. And now in this next room, we're going to dash turn again in a specific position. Shoot this block, and that's going to activate the switch up the screen. Saves about a second optimally, but if you fail that Spooky 3, it's you have an anti-fairy bunny beam chasing you, so it loses quite a bit of time. Yeah, so this is the last dungeon where we see a benefit from Cave State Big Key. The 3 dungeons which you get, which I'm not sure if we mentioned, but it was Hera, Desert, and Escape. With Escape or Hyrule Castle, the only benefit you get is basically not having to fight Ball and Chain. With Hera and Desert, it's pretty huge. With Desert, you don't have to go through Desert 1. With Hera, you don't have to go through the basement, as we mentioned earlier. But with this, our benefit from Cave State Big Key is over. Now we have to pay the debt. In Chex's case, we have to go and open the door. Doom already paid that debt by getting a bottle. Oh, final Boldorm, or final Landmo escape from Chex there. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how easy it is just to screw this boss fight up in this speedrun. I don't know what it is about this speedrun. It's like, oh yeah, we get to kill Landmo fast in this speedrun, and it's just like, it feels like it's so easy to mess it up.
It's even worse when you start getting 3-cycle Landmo fights in this speedrun. Okay. Kind of scary trick coming up on Chex's side. We're going to wrap the map all the way to the right side and get the ice rod here. If Chex moves right at any point, then it is a hard lock and we lose a lot of progress.
Oh my gosh, he dashed.
That was a scary dash. Okay, looks like we're fine. We're fine. We're fine.
So not only does moving right lock you, but if you dash left into a slope that could push you to the right, in some sort of tight space like that has the same effect where you get moved to the right, and that is no bueno.
Okay. Now is when we're paying some debt. On Chex's side, we're going to be going to Palace of Darkness to open the big key door. On Doomtap's side, you'll see once he finishes killing Landmo, he's going to get the ice rod just like Chex, but then go straight to Turtle Rock.
Oh no.
Looks like we were on a bad position there, but we do have an extra bomb, which Chex grabbed from Pod Basement much earlier, so we're good.
Okay.
Since we're on 0, we do need to grab this first bomb here. Alright, looks like Chex is grabbing it. Clean fight on Doom's side. No time lost. Alright, so you may be looking at what Chex is doing, and you may think, well, we have to traverse all the way back here, and this seems like it loses so much time to what Doom did, but if you remember, Doom had to get a bottle and a potion, and so it works out that these are fairly similar. And because Doom actually failed to hover, it's actually saving Check's time. Alright, and this is where, instead of a bottle, we use Samaria. We get a slot 0 Samaria block. And then when we get a slot 3 lamp, for some reason the Samaria starts bouncing. I don't know the reason for why, but we can use that to push ourselves into the door and get super speed. Because when Link is trying to carry an item, he won't actually trigger the stairs. So infinitely being able to retry this trick is one of the reasons this route is good. The other reason is because we have Samaria, it makes this clip much easier. We can use the Samaria block as sort of like training wheels to get into the pixels we need, rather than using the hammer. Alright, looks like just one more for checks here. Oh yeah, bit of a mistake from my part. I forgot that Doomtap is just going to beat Palace of Darkness here. He's not going to go to Turtle Rock just yet. Which makes sense. Doomtap's going to reload the dungeon, because if you've beaten Desert already, then you have some dungeons where pendants and crystals conflict, and if you were to go to the boss without mirroring outside, it's just not going to drop a crystal. We're fixing what's called Fake Dark World, because Doomtap was not in the real Dark World until he mirrored.
Yeah, it's the reason that we're in Fake Dark World is because we clipped into pod from the Light World. We entered a Light World cave, and then we entered a Dark World dungeon. And the game does not flip worlds until you enter a portal or mirror. So mirroring will flip the state, and that becomes Dark World pod instead of Light World pod.
Yeah. Well, checks onto TR, you'll see Doomtap doing basement clip. You might see Chex do this again as well. You have to lure all these turtles up to the top right, and then you basically do exactly what Chex just did. Doomtap might opt to not use the Samaria because he's comfortable with the hammer. We'll see what he does. Yeah, it looks like he's just using the hammer. If you're really good at this trick, then the hammer does not lose time to Samaria, but it can be really hard to get good. And if you're like not sword buffering these downrights, then it's going to lose time. But if you're comfortable with it, then you're probably just better off doing whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, if you're not comfortable with it, or if you don't save time with it, then there's no point. Especially if you've already gotten one trick into muscle memory and the other trick is still foreign to you. Alright, 4-heart fight on Doomtap's side. Get some friendly RNG, and in general, it shouldn't be a problem either way. Should be able to deal with it. Okay.
He was on 4 hearts, and 2 hits would have killed him from Helmosaurus, so opted to wait just a little bit since he got the fireballs there.
Meanwhile, Chex is also on 4 hearts on Pokey, but looks like we're getting a pretty free RNG and a fairy for all of our troubles.
The comfy RNG that's not risky and saves the most amount of time. It's not the most amount of time saved. It's not optimal, but it is both comfy and it saves the second to most amount of time.
Yeah. Now, Chex could have, after unlocking the big key door, gone straight back to Palace of Darkness to beat it. But the reason you want to try to do... Oh, okay. Good thing we have beams. You do Turtle Rock first, because Chex used a lot of magic to clip through the rail, and so by grabbing this big magic here, we save a bunch of time on refill. If we went back to Palace of Darkness immediately, it'd be like a full bar of refill, which is almost like 2 seconds, or just over 2 seconds. So it's very minor. But it also makes things a bit more lenient. If you fail... Oh, we're checking where we are.
Oh no! Okay.
Okay, we're fine.
Nice, okay.
I was gonna ask how none of them had fired anything, but I guess the ice head answered my question there. Okay. Good thing we grabbed the fairy.
Yeah. Chex is having a fun time with Turtle Rock. Was that early? No. Okay.
Looks like we got it. Okay. Chex indeed letting us know that we are in level 7 after checking his map.
I love it.
Doomtap got a little stuck there in the cliff, but it looks like we found our spot.
Oh no, missed the mirror up.
It's okay. We can infinitely retry this. All right, we're good. We're good.
We'll see. Look, it's time loss, and we feel bad about time loss.
Well, Doomtap already messed up 2 hovers. That's nothing compared to that.
It's true. Sort of, Malmo. Chex has to sit through this cutscene still, so.
Yeah, we'll only be truly synced after both runners save and quit to Link's house to do Swamp. Until then, I guess we just play a guessing game. But yeah, Chex is also going to get flippers after this, so that's going to be another, like, 1 minute or, I don't know, like 45 seconds.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, let's see if Chex gets Louie Hop.
Looks like I got it. Nice.
Like
Oh,
nice.
Let's go. Beating a dead rock, too, which is nice.
It's like a 7-pixel window there where you can jump off, and Link lands on a slope where he can just jump off again. I believe if you another 7 pixels, 6 pixels or so to the left, and you can sort of save it, but there's 7 pixels that just work for you.
Okay, I could have swore whenever I tried testing it that it wasn't being consistent with me, but I may have not understood how it worked. So I might have to poke your brain about it.
It's like there's 7 pixels to the right side of that ladder where Link nudges it and tries to move a bit to the right, and those are your key 7 pixels or so.
Oh, okay. As long as he doesn't move all the way to the right before you hop off, like after nudging, you know? Okay.
Yeah. Another way you could do it is intentionally move all the way to the right and then just move left and quick hop off, which is what I try to do, but I've been made fun of for doing that.
Imagine you being made fun of things for your strats that you do.
Alright, Kiki skipped 3 on Chex's side. Alright, looks like we got it this time. We're good. Because one benefit of doing TR before the final Palace of Darkness boss fight is we start with 7 hearts, so we end up on 5 hearts when we hit the boss. Well, assuming Chex is going to do basement clip again. We'll see if Chex does decide to do basement clip.
Remembers to reload a dungeon after mirroring, so that's perfect.
Okay, Trinix down on Doomtap's side. So this is what, a 49-second cutscene because we have an extra text box and then another minute or so.
I think a little less than a minute because we don't have to exit Sora's domain.
Right, yeah, we can just save and quit. Yeah, so it looks like Doomtap is in the lead here by potentially a minute, but we'll see. We can see when he exits Link's house and use that to time. Block giving a huge bounce there. Not entirely sure what controls that bounce. Sometimes you'll have the block just leave the screen immediately. It'll just peace out, go straight up or straight down. No one knows why.
That was a really good setup for the teleport.
Yeah, really good on Chex's side. Looks like we're... Oh!
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
that's the right thing to do. Just recast the block. Okay, now we're at the free part.
Yeah, after doing 2 times of blasting a Samara block, we can just leave it there, and it'll assist us for the rest of the basement clip movement. And then we can explode it here, because we needed to be out of our way for this bomb into dash. Nice.
Yeah, we actually use that explosion to turn Link. For some reason, whenever you're holding diagonal and you explode a Mario block, Link will turn to face up or down, and so we use that to turn Link to face up. So that's really good.
Oh, not quite. We're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so save and quit there. Chex is a minute or so behind. Because this cutscene takes 53 seconds after crystal catch, and then the amount of time it takes to save and quit after leaving. So yeah, it's basically right around a minute between Doom and Chex.
Yeah. To get a more accurate estimate, it looks like Doomtap left Link's house at around 48:38, so we'll see when Chex gets to leave Link's house. From this point onwards, runners are pretty much synced. There's going to be maybe some differences in arrow routing, depending on whether runners choose to get arrows in Swamp, or if they choose to get arrows in GT. Actually, both of our runners have, I guess, more arrows than... We're not impoverished, basically.
Right. Do you know if Doom... I think Doom does the optimal ice lobby clip, and does some Aria dash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't need bombs. He's good, right?
Yeah, he's good. He doesn't use any more bombs. Is the race already over? Not quite. 1 minute is anything can still happen. We can still have disasters. Looks like just like a minute and 8 or a minute and 9 behind on Chex's side. And there's also still RNG. There's a lot of RNG left, even without any of the disasters.
Yep. Aga 1 blue balls and Ganon warps are the heaviest RNG segments remaining. Aga 2 has some RNG too, but not nearly as bad as Aga 1 and Ganon. Or I guess I could say out of our control.
Doomtap grabbing those first set of arrows there.
He didn't have to. He could have grabbed the ones in the upcoming room.
So those first set of arrows are actually slightly faster than the restock arrows, so we might see him skip those. It's like negligible, but there's a slight difference.
Okay.
Yeah, we're skipping these ones. Nice.
I would have thought that those first arrows were slower because of stopping your dash and then having to walk the rest of the way.
Well, so because you're dashing through water for the first part, just turns out that hooking is not too slow.
Okay.
And the other one, you can just dash straight up the chairs versus going out of your way to pick up the pot. Because the pot's in the way for like the statue room, it's pretty nice to just take it. Okay, not a zero cycle on Doomtap's side, so losing a little bit of time. But we're still fine. Yeah, this is the vanilla game, so there is no RNG sync. We take the RNG as the game gives it to us. We let the game slap us around. Oh, speaking of the game slapping us around. Pretty unfortunate positioning for that enemy. Chex unfortunately getting hit there, but should be fine. 5 hearts is still fine. Now, 4 hearts is less fine. 3 hearts is a little bit less fine, but we still have a hit to give.
Okay.
Okay, we no longer have a hit to give. Oh, but it's okay. We're fine. We're fine. Just don't get hit.
Yay.
Whew, we're safe.
Okay, so the reason why we don't menu to fire rod is because we want to have hook shot for that very first screen coming out of Swamp to hook speed, and then we use hook for a clip here to get into a position to mirror rat to ice. Doom is losing time, sadly, already, because he messed it up and had to reset it up.
Okay, we're still fine, though. He still gets it.
We're still fine. Just feels a little bad.
It's a huge window there to move right, but if you move too far up, it is kind of scary, because if you move too far up, you will hard lock and lose your progress from the start of Swamp. Okay, Doom clipping through here. your clip there has to be really fast for it to save time. Of course, we're also down a bomb, so that could be a reason to do it. But it essentially only saves, like, depending on how fast you can go. For me personally, it only saves 30 frames with, like, a perfect bomb clip and a perfect sword clip or dash clip.
You also don't get the luxury of menuing to Kane on that icebreaker screen, which allows you to not. You can do a more optimal 1-frame buffer with the menu instead of having to sword buffer.
That is true. On Jex's side, we see the newer variant of this clip where we buffer the opposite direction to get pushed into the transition and ends up saving about a second, just under a second. See what Chex goes for. Okay, we go for the bomb setup here, the optimal bomb setup. Yeah, Chex corrects correctly. Oh,
No,
okay, never
it
mind.
doesn't.
Guess we didn't. Okay, now we need to do 2 sword buffers up, I think. Oh, never mind. I don't remember these cues. Maybe I read the position wrong.
Okay, we need to pick up a bomb. Okay, I guess we're not picking up a bomb.
If Chex knows the backup in GT, then Chex might just opt to do that instead.
What's the backup?
In the room right above Ice Armos, there's a bomb pot on the left. So you can just grab that and then do another strap there instead.
Okay, is that slower than just picking up that pot that was in that room?
I don't think so. Especially I think those enemies were also in the way, and that pot seems pretty slow to go out of your way to grab. This pot isn't too out of the way.
For the most part, ice isn't. We don't have all that much to talk about. All the excitement happens at the beginning. And it's more comfy cold stair fight than other categories for the most part, by like one hit. So, you
end up skipping a lot of the difficult rooms you do see in NMG, and you also end up on more health. So, it's less to talk about.
All right, but we got one more, I guess you could say, major clip coming up, and then there's one optional but saves time clip in GT, but we're going to GT now that we have all 7 crystals. But not the way you might think.
Yeah, watching the cutscene is slow, and getting up there is also slow, so gonna wrap the map one final time.
We also use hook speed here while we're wrapped so we can get down the mountain faster.
And that clip there puts us on the stairs of GT, and GT is one of the few dungeons that you can enter facing backwards. Normally, most entrances you cannot enter facing backwards. I'm actually not sure what the reason is for that. Alright, Doomtap skipping the first key there, so we're gonna get Helma Key. Helma Key can be faster if you do the jingle skip correctly, but also you get to cycle the prize pack, meaning there's a chance you get the full magic refill in the next dungeon, which can save a bit of time. Also makes the next dungeon a bit comfier.
Okay, so Chex cluing us in that he does not actually know how to, or where a good bomb to get is. So he actually may not be familiar with your backup that you're talking about.
Okay. I believe the strat is to pick up the bomb, place it immediately, throw it, and then get out of the way of the anti-fairy after lifting up the pot. But it's been a while since I've not had a bomb there. I don't know how many years it's been. Okay, Chex entering GT. Didn't pay attention to what the time difference was, but I'm assuming it'd be around 1 minute. Yeah, it's still probably around a minute. Alright. Doom going for Mike chest here. Get these arrows. Oh, okay, well.
Okay.
There's a bunch of magic in the process, but health is still fine. Chex, meanwhile, opted for getting a full refill from Uncle instead.
Oh, dang. Oh, no. This room sucks whenever you screwed up a bunch.
Pretty solid basement on Doomtap's side.
I would feel like you would go for heart neutral here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense too, since we're only on 7 hearts. It's probably better to do a 7 heart climb than a 4 heart climb.
Mm-hmm. We are short on magic, but we can maybe go ahead and pick that pot up in G3 if we're so inclined. Let's see what Chex does here. In this room where he needs a bomb.
We don't have the bomb
fire
yet,
rod.
so we can't actually menu. We have to pick up the bomb and then menu.
Okay, there we go. All right,
Yeah.
good
So-
enough.
Essentially that strat, but you menu after picking up the bomb, and you have to get out of the way of the anti-fairy, which is what I remembered. But we're still fine. We need to pick up the magic that Doomtap did. Okay, Doomtap already in G3 here. Menuing to Fire Rod to check RNGs, and we're gonna circle the room. Oh, getting blasted, but we're still fine.
Chex not doing heart neutral. He's just because he got the old man refill, so he does not need to spend that time.
Okay, we got the kill on the first guy, but missed the second guy as a result. So it's gonna lose us a little bit more time than if we had just let the first guy get away. Okay, we're picking up the magic here for good measure. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think he knew he didn't end up picking up that magic in G3, so
Yeah.
you do need to pick that magic up if you're not sure you have enough for 3 torch lights in Torches 1.
That bridge always scares me.
It's the
I
worst.
never know when it's gonna get you. Pretty unlucky pattern for Gauntlet 3 on Chex's side, but we still managed to clean it up as fast as we can.
Missing a fire rod shot there. I'm not sure if that's going to affect his magic usage. He might just opt to pick this magic up. He may still not, though.
Interesting that
Oh.
Doomtap is getting chest key here. This is a key you don't normally see in this run. But it might be because we missed a fire out shot, like you said, yeah. Yeah, because we didn't grab the torch key to begin with. That's probably the reason. Yeah, I must have missed it. I was looking at Chex's screen and was wondering if Chex missed a fire rod shot in Gauntlet 5, but it must have been Doomtap.
No, Doom just...
Okay.
Whoa!
we're Okay. And that's what can happen when that bridge goes wrong.
Really good thing that we got the old man refill.
Okay. Really terrible first pattern for Doomtap, but we're still... Looks like this is still a 3 cycle. Yeah. Managed to get 2 hits in the first one. Good clipe. Need to wait for the bat here. And we get a
Nice.
really fast flute.
Despawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the idea is that last optional clip saves up to what, like 5 seconds or whatever it is?
That's another clip that I've heard people give me different numbers for. I've heard 4 seconds and I've heard 7 seconds. I'm not sure what's the real answer.
Dang. Okay.
Nice quick warp on Doomtap's side.
Yeah,
We're
so
entering
you-
the final dungeon here.
clip out of the arena, and then you can. It's still a whole super tile worth of space, and you can go to the right, and that'll despawn the bat whenever it's first spawned. You need to wait till it spawns to despawn it, and once it despawns, the bird comes and picks you up.
Also pretty nice that he died on the left side, so it's really easy to despawn him. When he dies on the right side, it becomes a bit harder. You can still despawn him, but it's a bit harder to do it. Agatu for checks.
Oh, that was definitely just a double, even though all three of them hit.
That looked like
nice.
a triple. So
that legendary 7 hit. Yep.
nice. Looks like both runners getting 3-cycle Agatu, which is really good. Both runners getting Clipe. Both runners getting a pretty fast bird call as well.
You might have thought Doom could stop for that magic there, but because he doesn't have a lot of health, it doesn't really matter that he picked it up or not.
I believe this is the Hundo strat for the room here. I wonder if Chex was going to go for the optimal strat with Fire Rod and when he gets to that room.
Nice ferret drop. Oh, okay. Not so nice.
Nice chest turn for Chex.
Nice Chex turn.
Alright, RMG time on Doomtap side. So let's see how many move balls he gets.
That's one. This is why everyone loves to hate this category for how backloaded the RNG is. Alright, we did get ourselves one energy ball there, so we're not getting 15 today, thank goodness.
Yeah, looks like Chex also does the Hundo strat, except we're not using pots and trying to use our sword instead.
The guards are sliding around everywhere. Okay, we're getting a maximum of 7. A maximum of 3 now. Okay, so we're getting either 2 or 3 here, based on what this does. 2.
2. It's pretty good RNG. Tried to clipe out there, but you don't have enough time to clipe, and I don't know if despawning him early actually works. I don't know if anyone's tried. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you need to like Taz it out to see if it even works that way.
Yeah. Alright, just the Ganon fight left for Doomtap. Ganon fight is super comfy in this category compared to RMG, because you come in with full health, full magic after the refill. If you do strats optimally, you're also on Fire Rod, so you don't even have a menu to give. I guess that hurts some people, but if you're used to it, then everything should be fine.
Dex has already gotten 3, I'm pretty sure. I think he's 4 for 4.
Oh no.
Okay, finally. Stop warping, Ganon.
Last bit of RNG.
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
Gotta love 15 million warps. Oh, please.
Wow, this is the most I've ever seen on the last of Phase 3.
Alright. Unfortunately for Chex, there's no more RNG. It's now just down to pure skill.
You mean Doom?
Nice cape spin there.
Doom is the king of cape spins. He's really good at this fight.
I've asked to try to find out what the, like, if anyone uses any visual cues, and Doomtap just told me to just do it.
And that's gonna do it. Doom's got his sword up. He's ready to cross the bridge. Get your G's in chat. Doom is going to win Palace of Darkness League.
Really solid run too. 109.15 beats almost every single runner on the leaderboard.
That's right. Oh no, Check's missing the trend spin.
Yeah, we don't have a friendly pattern here either, but Chex could get in the circle and just dash into him 12 times, but looks like Chex isn't opting to do that. Not sure if we got 12 hits there. We did not. Because you have full health, it's like fairly safe to just get in the circle and dash through.
Yeah.
If you're fast enough, you can also bonk out of the circle as the first fire bat gets to you, so you'll be safe then as well. Okay, on to phase 3. Hopefully we don't get too many warps here.
Of course, we get a blue Ganon. Oh, we were early on that fire rod.
That must
Wow.
have been like frames too early. Interesting. Yeah, we won't get a spin here. We'll need to wait. Fortunately, we have tons of magic to spare, so should be fine here.
Down he goes. All right.
GG's Chex.
GG's. Check's getting second place in the Palace of Darkness division. So you have our top two right here, Doom getting first and Check's getting second. So nicely done to everyone involved. We can get both of them in here in for an interview now. And here they are. GG's to you both, Doom and Chex.
Hey, GG.
We did it.
It's over.
It's over. Yep.
Yeah, so I had the basement clip disaster, which I sort of half expected. I thought that I was behind, like until we got synced. I had no idea who had the lead. I guess I was further ahead than what I realized, but it didn't feel like I was doing well. Some of the splits were pretty good. A lot of them were mediocre. And I was pretty nervous for the whole thing. Like, I get way more nervous for the races than I do for a PB pace run.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's totally fair.
Same here.
Oh yeah, Chex. We were really nervous right at the beginning with your lonk attempt. Pixels at a time, we were just, sitting on pins and needles, hoping that you didn't have to do it again.
Yeah, there's also a point when the pointer was pointing to save and quit, and we were hoping you didn't press A there.
I didn't know there were so many 0-pixel movements in a row.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that messes me up a lot too.
Well, now that you're done racing, you can go back to just, what, dang it, the raw dogging, just the setup, not have to select buffer.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I went for the uncle jump and I saved 0 seconds.
That was hilarious.
It was kind of funny to just watch it on restream and see you both save and quit at the exact same time.
Oh, I got hit before the save and quit too.
Oh.
That was really silly.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty good race run. Like, obviously, I messed up the basement clip, and I was plus 30 on gold on Ganon. I don't know how many times he warped. I stopped counting, but other than that, it was fine. No huge complaints. I didn't die. I didn't severely mess up any trick. But it could have been
Okay.
better.
Yeah, it's just what you get when in races. Whatever you get is whatever you get. Kind of just have to roll with it. I'm sorry, I have to bring this to everyone's attention. Did this really happen to you, Owase? Did that knife guard actually hit you like that? That's crazy if that's the case.
I was there.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
it's so funny.
That's unbelievable. Wow.
And Owase always says hit me because the guard, this sword guard stops. So, we're waiting for the sword guard. But then the side guard hits him.
He just T-bones him.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good laugh. Thank you.
Monkey paw curl. That's why you don't wish on the monkey paw. Yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure what happened for both of you in Thieves Town, but I think we were scared for both of you at various points during Thieves Town, for different reasons. I think we had incidents in the jail cell, but I can't recall. It wasn't too major.
Oh yeah. I came into Thieves Town with 3 hearts, got a heart dupe for 2 hearts, and then lost 3 hearts in Hellway. I could not find a solution. I heard Relkin say he had an idea of how to get out of that, but I could not see it.
What was the? I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
How to get out of Hellway? I just couldn't get out.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you were fine to walk up, and then whenever the anti-fairy, you moved to dodge the anti-fairy right at the end. I thought you were fine to just hold up and walk.
Oh, right at the very end. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to see it as a spectator versus when you're in the situation.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think one of you got a bush crab on Death Mountain as well. There's Owase 28 bush. Tragic.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was good.
There's also this clip from Chex' side, which I'm not sure Chex if you noticed.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, I did notice that, but no one has had such a bad phase 2 that they've had that happen. So that's why we're seeing that for the first time.
Thank you. All we can say is thank you for providing this moment for us, Chex.
You're welcome.
Never seen that eye go that crazy.
Yeah, so Chex, your basement clip, I guess you had trouble with the initial one where you were doing it in cave state, getting to the teleport position, but then you made up for it with the retry whenever you did the pod reload.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was happy with the basement clips. Because I usually mess them up in monthly races or whatever, but this time they at least worked in one try. It's the other splits where I don't know. I was playing nervous and I just lost time everywhere except for 3 segments where I saved time. So
that looks like my splits too.
Yeah. Flashback to 2020 when Doomtap and I were talking about our upcoming race. I don't know if you remember this, but we tried to figure out a way to make it interesting. So we talked about doing Eastern first, which hadn't been invented yet.
It was a meme route that was slower because of the Zelda text.
Yeah.
You get it 5 times during Eastern or something. but we deemed it too risky to do for a race.
Yep.
And look at us now.
We both got 112s, so it was a fairly close race.
I don't remember that part, but I do remember the rest of the context.
I just looked it up.
That's
I
awesome.
remember- I don't know who it was. It might have been Blank, but Blank came up with some Eastern First route, which basically tied the current Eastern First route. Like an Eastern First where you just clip directly to Eastern. You eat a whole bunch of Zelda texts. I think it was like a route idea for any percent RMG. I think timed to being like maybe slightly faster or basically tying.
Faster than the old route.
Faster than I think the current route, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what context this came up in, but there was like a comparison video where it was either like tied or ended up being faster.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, just imagine if Zelda techs weren't a thing, and then we could just go straight to Eastern. Do swordless opening, and then go to escape, get our sword, and all that.
Right. It's too hard to escape. That's the problem.
Yeah, thanks guys for the great race, and thanks for allowing us to do commentary for you. And, thank you, Rek, for doing co-coms with me. This was fun.
Yeah, thanks for helping as well. Thanks everyone for the restream. Thanks Doomtap and Chex for the race. It's fun to watch, fun to con.
Yeah, I think the restream came together sort of short notice, so that's nice. I appreciate that. I'm glad we could show off our terrible runs to everybody.
Your terrible run was still better than most people's PBs.
It's fine. I mean, I just wanted it to be super good and impressive.
Yeah. No worries there. And of course, thanks to I guess really Tam was the one that ran this iteration of League. So thanks Tam for getting 80 RMG into League. That was really fun. I'm really glad that this happened.
Yeah, I'm glad that it happened, and I hope it never happens again.
It's okay. Requiem will save the category again with some new find, and then we'll have another league.
Tam will save the category with Desert Cave Big Key.
Oh yeah, Tam was cooking something, which sounded absolutely cursed, but people were saying it was good, and I don't believe people.
All right, I think we could toss it over back to you, Cubs.
It helps if I remember how to unmute my mic. GG's Doom. Very well done, Chex. Congrats both of you on surviving another league. I regret to inform you, it is now no longer league for the two of you.
Oh
no.
Oh no.
There's still a little bit more league the rest of the week. Keep an eye on the ZSR schedule. We'll hopefully have some more races here as we finish up this iteration of league. If you're not following either runner, Doom or Chex, or either amazing commentator tonight, Relkin or Requiem of Spirit, please do so. Links are in the chat. Again, keep an eye on the ZSR schedule. Plenty more going on. We're going to head on over to a Zelda 2 rando tourney race here in a moment. Before we head out, though, any final thoughts?
None at all.
we have turned off our brain. We've turned off our brains.
See, that's what you get to. It's when it's almost league. There's no thought, right? That's just what happens. Well, until next time, all. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you all. Stay safe out there. We will see you back here again soon. And have a good night, everybody.